Hey guys, sorry if my hair looks bad. The weather has been so good back to back to back to back, and it's officially tennis skirt season. I've literally reached the peak that my life will ever hit. Before we get started, I do want to tell everybody I'm a little under the weather, and so if you can hear it in my voice, that's why. Have you guys heard of the straw theory? Oh my gosh, this was such news to me, and I want to know if I'm the only one who is living under a rock. My friends and I were at a restaurant after church this Sunday, which is pretty typical. One of our guy friends goes, "Have y'all heard of the straw theory?" And I'm like, "What? No." And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's that guys can't use straws." And me and one of my girlfriends were like, "Who told you this? Like, that's literally so dumb. Like, whatever." It just sounded silly. Like, a guy can use a straw if he wants to use a straw. It's never that deep. And so we thought. He shows us the drink that he was drinking. He does it first with the straw, and then he does it without a straw. And I fear guys can't use straws. It's genetics. They just can't. Something about a guy not using a straw, I promise, I'll just leave it at that. Like, let me help y'all out. Don't use a straw. It was like insane how different and like more masculine and like assertive he looked without the straw. That's not to say that a guy can't use a straw though. A guy who's masculine and like can set the tone can also use a straw. I've just like never known the difference. You'll just have to test that theory out yourself. It's actually insane. Anyways, let's get into the video. Last week I did this really light pink that I loved. I literally wanted to do it again, but I was just like, surely I can't do it back to back to back to back, because what if the next color I do, I love just as much. We're staying on the light trail. It's like a cucumber color, like a super duper light turquoise green moss color. With the sun being out, I love a good light color. OMG, guys, I came up with the best drink in all time. When I say I came up with it, I mean I had it at that restaurant we were at this Sunday, and then I recreated it. So you take hibiscus tea, hibiscus, I don't know. Put a lot of sugar in that hibiscus tea. Add lemon. Sometimes I want to add like a shot in there, but it's like, no, I don't think a shot here and there is bad, because we drink responsibly around here. Oh, I posted a reel about this on Instagram the other day. It's still so weird to me that my friends are having kids. Like, I literally can't. A couple people that I know have gotten pregnant with people they didn't want to get pregnant with. And that's just always a good reminder that it can happen to anybody. So let this be your warning. Be careful, because it can happen to anybody. Oh my gosh. Last Locals Only chat, we had talked about how I was going to change my company name, King Made Co. I'm thinking about keeping it. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this color. Goodness gracious. If you realize anything different about me, it's that I'm missing my rings. I lost all of my rings yesterday. I feel so sad. If you know anything about me, you know that I have a weird attachment style to like things. Like, my kids aren't with me right now. It's so weird. Speaking about weird attachment styles, I think I have PTSD from having roaches. Part of what made post-grad literally a living nightmare was when I moved to Austin. I'd been here for what, maybe 2-3 months. My RV became roach infested. I would find like 2-3 roaches a day, babies, big ones. It was disgusting. I was keeping the RV clean. I wasn't leaving food out. Literally, I just could not get them out. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not the biggest, baddest girl. Roaches do in fact scare me. Anyways, I ended up moving and bombing my whole RV, and I haven't seen one since. Also, putting a pin in that thought, I ended up finding out I had stored a tent at the edge of my RV or whatever. It rained a lot that month. The rain had got in the crevices of the tent, and then roaches started getting in that rain that was in the tent, and then those said roaches started getting into my RV. But I literally didn't figure this out until I was moving my RV, because I went to go pick up the tent, and the amount of roaches that came out, I quite frankly, I left it there. I didn't even throw it away, because I said, I'm so sorry. I support women in men fields, but that is a man job. If I see roaches in a tent, a man's gonna have to take care of that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. So I think I have roach PTSD now. I'll think that I see one. Do you know what I'll hallucinate one all the time. And I'll like be so scared. I'm like, oh, did I just see a roach? Could you imagine it was actually me seeing a roach though? That's also one of my biggest fears. So comment down below if you've ever had roaches in your place and you ended up having roach PTSD. Even when I go to other people's houses, I'll be like, wait, did I just see a roach right there? I'm also deathly scared of seeing a mouse in my house. I know that rhymed and sounded cool, but that would not be cool if I saw one in my house. I'm missing college days so much. Life will never be like that ever again. You're never gonna be so close to all your besties, like proximity wise. You're never gonna be not have that much responsibility. Now granted, there were some college students who like were kicking butt and taking names and like really taking care of stuff, but that was not me. I was just there for a good time because I knew I was going to be there for a long time. We would just do stuff like we were calling off work, going to concerts, and it's like that's what life is all about. It's like my future employer watches this and they're just like Consider the Lilies collection has officially dropped and is live, and now I'm just in the like promoting it stage. Guys, I'm totally obsessed. It's what I'm wearing all the pieces actually on me right now, what you're seeing around my neck, and then there's a matching bracelet set to go with it. This collection was actually inspired by wildflowers that I would see as I was driving. When I would see these wildflowers, I would be reminded, is it Matthew 6 when Jesus is telling his disciples not to worry? He talks about the flowers of the fields, how they don't like work or toil or anything like that, and he still takes care of them, and like not even Solomon in his great whatever even looked like that. How much he takes care of the lilies, and then saying how much more will I take care of you. I've been finding myself glancing at my wrist a lot recently, seeing lilies and just being reminded how much more will my father take care of me, especially because I'm prone to be anxious. Loving how cute this collection is. Also just the biblical encouragement piece is just, I'm so inspired, truly. When I'm seeing how much hints to scripture encourages me on my day-to-day, it makes me so excited to come out with like another collection. How else do I need to be reminded of the Lord's faithfulness? You know what I mean? And it's just like cool, because that's literally the whole purpose of King Made Co. It's jewelry with a purpose. My nails are now done, by the way. Oh my gosh, they're so freaking cute. I'm gonna wait for them to dry and then put a top coat on. I wanted to talk about this in the last video because this has been giving me so much peace when I've like made mistakes. If you've watched my vlogs 2 weeks ago, you heard me talk about how I've gained some weight since graduating. Life is so long. Like you can literally be 700 pounds today, and in a year, 2 years from now, literally you can be like 120. No joke. Like life is long enough for me to rewind my mistakes and it be okay. This is my first time being an adult. I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel like I've made so much mistakes, and like I feel like there's been moments where I could have been super productive and I just chose to be lazy. I want to be successful one day, you know what I mean? And I was watching all these like podcasters and like these public speakers who are telling us like, how to start saving your money when you're young, how to start eating well right now, that way in a couple of years it really suits you, teaching me how to be productive instead of lazy. Tornado in my mind of like, oh my gosh, I just cannot get anything right. I love the motivational speakers. I really, really, really do, and I still watch them. I love a good pep talk, and both can be true. My therapist friend always says both and. So both and. There's still room in life for mistakes. It makes me think of people who go to jail for murdering or something like that or whatever. They'll literally do something bad, go to jail for like 20 years, come back. Obviously their life is a little harder, but like they can get to somewhat back to normal. Basically, I don't really know if I explained that right. I was just saying that life is worth the living. I'm just kidding. Life is long enough that you'll forget about the mistakes and everybody else will forget about your mistakes as well. Find peace and comfort in that. So therefore nothing was ever that serious. I feel like someone who's like not my personality type maybe is like, oh, you need to take life more seriously. And I'm like, I think I take life so seriously, and that's why I'm so anxious all the time. Comment down below if you think that made sense. I'm now putting my top coat on. Oh my gosh, I love this color so much. Allergies are also just a weird thing. I never had allergies before. Never. And all of a sudden I just do. Yesterday I went on a walk outside and I was really nervous to go because I was like, well, if outside is what's triggering me, surely I'm gonna hate the entire walk. I kid you not, on my walk, I felt my sinuses have never been so clear. Like, I literally forgot that I was sick. It was insane. And then today I went on a walk, but I did it indoors, and that was brutal. I don't think I could do that ever again. The AC, every time the AC would kick on, I don't know if it was like all the dust it was blowing or whatever, but every time the AC would kick on, my sinuses would just go crazy. I will say, I've definitely been enjoying the daylight savings time, and I hope they don't change it. Because every single year, I feel like I hear somebody talk about how, oh, we're gonna cancel daylight savings time, we're gonna cancel daylight savings time, and then they never do. If y'all couldn't stop planes from running after like 1 o'clock at nighttime, that would be perfect. I just feel like the times that we're in right now, it just like does not make sense. Why is that plane going at 2 o'clock at nighttime? My mind is too imaginative, and the times that we're in right now just don't. My nails are finally done. They're so freaking cute. I'm so obsessed. Definitely giving spring cucumber salad. That's it for today. If you love what you saw, go over to my Nishinway account on Instagram. That's where I give day-to-day updates on how I'm doing and how the business is doing. And make sure to follow my business page, King Mako. That's where I sell my jewelry. Browse the Consider the Lilies collection and feel free to shop. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.